Hello, readers, friends, and everyone else out there. This is Aaron, and I am coming at you with a new segment here on my social media. I call this One Row Reviews, where I will be talking about the books that I'm writing and the books that I'm reading for as long as it takes me to add one row to this project that I am crocheting. It's going to be pretty cool because it combines my loves of fiber crafts and books, both of the reading and writing of such. I'll talk more about what the project is in the description down below, and apparently I'm going to get some help from one of my dogs and his slobbery reindeer. Yes! But let's go ahead and dive right in, and we'll start talking about some books here while we work on this. So, I have been reading this YA fantasy book. It's kind of a heist book, sort of in the vein of Six of Crows. It's pretty interesting. It's a little different from what I would have expected from the description, mostly because there's a lot more romance stuff in it, like a lot more of the characters swooning over each other type stuff in there, which is, okay. Not my favorite thing in books, but, it's all right. It's a little heavy-handed with it at times, but not enough to disrupt my enjoyment of the plot so far. And the characters are pretty interesting. The main character, she... very complicated. She's got layers to her, which is really nice. Although she is one of the ones who's more guilty of pausing the plot to swoon over various interests that she spots over time. So it's like, okay. I could do with a little bit less of that in this book, but that's fine. As for books that I am writing currently, of course I am working on the third Rock Rider novel still. Getting so close with this book. Chapter that I'm on now, I've restarted it several times because it's kind of a pivotal chapter transitioning between two things towards the end of the book here. And I don't know, something about it, I just can't quite seem to get it right here. And I really want to get past this chapter, because once I get past this chapter, it won't be too much longer before I'll have finished up the phase that I'm on right now, and I'll be able to move on to the next phase of the book, which will be really exciting. Get me one step closer to actually getting it out of my hands and into yours, which is going to be a bit yet. Don't ask me how long. I have learned my lesson on that. I learned my lesson on that with Book 2, because as any of you who were following me at the time Book 2 came out may remember, I announced a release date on Book 2 5 times, and 5 times various things beyond my control happened to delay the release of the book. So, yes, I am not going to announce a release date. I am being very stubborn about this. I am not going to announce a release date until I am absolutely 100% sure that the book can come out on that day, and there are certain milestones that I have to hit before I am comfortable saying, yes, the book is coming out on this day. So, if you want to be the first to know when I hit those milestones, subscribe to the newsletter, or just keep following me here on social media and you'll find out then. But I am very excited with where Book 3 is going. I'm taking a little bit of a risk structurally towards the end of the book. So I'm going to be very interested to see what people think of this when my beta readers get a hold of it. I like it. I think it's going to be fun. But one never knows. It's one of those things that people could say, no, you didn't introduce this early enough, or you didn't give us enough. Like it. My concern is that people might feel like introducing it this late in the book may not work very well, which I can understand why people might feel that way if they do. I'm hoping that people will. And will say, oh no, this is cool, because I do lay the groundwork for it early on. I guess the real question is just whether the groundwork that exists there currently is enough, or if I need to go back and build that up a little bit more, which we'll find out when we get to subsequent stages of the book's production here. Now, I usually have multiple books going in terms of the books that I'm reading at one time. So the heist book I was talking about is not the only one I have going currently. I've also got a Marissa Meyer audiobook going, the last Lunar Chronicles book, which, of course, it's a Marissa Meyer book, so of course it's awesome. And I'm also... well, I would tell you, but I'm now done with the row. And in accordance with to do one row reviews, that means I am now finished with what I'm talking about here. So we'll pick up again in the next one. Thanks for watching.